Today's topic is linear equation in two variables. This is our revision lecture. So those who have missed out earlier lectures can take full benefit from this. So now, when it comes to linear equation, first of all, we will understand what is linear equation. Linear equation means if we are having any variable here, a will be acting as a constant and x is acting as a variable. Now, what do you mean by, or what is the difference between constant and variable? Constant is a value which remains fixed throughout. It is fixed value. It never changes. If I'm saying I'm having a number 7, so it is not going to change. It will remain 7 throughout. It will never change its value. So when we say that something is a variable, here I'm saying x is a variable, means x can change its value according to the given condition. So I will tell you how the condition occurs. Variable means value keeps on changing as per requirement. This is a variable in which values keeps on changing according to condition. According to condition. Now, what is this condition? Let's take some example. Say we have an example of x plus 3 is equal to 7. So now this is one condition. So what value of x will give you 7? Means what value you are going to select for x? We are going to select 4, because we know that 4 is the only number when we add to 3 gives me 7. So here value of x is 4. Okay, this is understood. Now say I'm taking another condition. X minus 1 is equal to 0. So here, what value of x will give you 0? Here I'm having a condition, 1 is subtracted from x. So we know that 1 is the only value. When we are going to substitute instead of x, we're going to get answer 0. So here value of x is 1. So now you can see that earlier, according to the condition, when it was equation of the type x plus 3 equal to 7, we have to select a value of x as 4. So when the equation changes, or you can say condition changes, as x minus 1 equal to 0, so here we need to select x as 1, so that it satisfies a condition, and 1 minus 1 gives me 0. So here the value of x is selected as 1. Now, so from here we conclude, or we understood, that value of x is changing according to the condition. As condition changes, value of x also changes. So here x is termed as variable. One more thing, from here we have understood that in this equation we are having only one variable. So one variable. So this is and the degree of this variable is 1. So we say that here the degree of variable is 1 and number of variable present in the equation is also 1. So this is called as linear equation in one variable. So this was the basic which is very much required in order to proceed with linear equation in two variables. Okay. So let's do some activity which they have given in our textbook, so that we can come to know what is the solution or how to solve the one variable equation. First is m plus 3 is equal to 5. M plus 3 is equal to 5. So now from this, how to get the value of m? What we will do? we are having equal to sign in between. We are having 3 on left hand side. We are having 5 on right hand side. So we are taking 3 to right hand side. So it becomes 5 minus 3. We know that 5 minus 3 is 2. So value of m comes out to be 2. This is the first activity they have given. So next is 3y plus 8 is equal to 22. Now, from this is very simple. You can easily understand from this. What we need to do is, again, we have to take this 8 to that side. So which will take a form of negative sign. So 22 minus 8. So what do we get from here? We get it as 14, and therefore y will be 14 divided by 3. This is the value of y for the equation 3y plus 8 is equal to 22. So what we are doing actually, we are actually finding those values of y which satisfy the given equation. Very simple problem, only thing that they are developing our concepts which can be easily solved. Let's see one more problem. 2p is equal to p plus 4 by 9. So what we need to do in this case, here we are having 2p and here we are having p on right hand side. So what you do is just take this p on left hand side. So it will take a form 2p minus p. 4 by 9 remains as it is. Out of 2p, if I'm taking 1p out, or if somebody don't understand what you do, just take p common. And from here 2 minus 1 is equal to 4 by 9. 2 minus 1 is 1. So p into 1 is equal to 4 by 9, which is p into 1 or any number multiplied to 1 other than 0 gives the same number. So p equal to 4 by 9. So hope you have understood this. Now this was the problem in which we were having only one variable, and they have given some conditions to us, and they are asking what value will satisfy the given equation. Now what we will do, I will be asking you some questions so that understanding of two variable will be clear to you. Addition of means, can you give me any two number? Can you give me two number? Addition of which gives me 7. So as we don't know the number, let that number be x and y. Addition of which gives me 7. So I hope many of you got the answer. That some might have got the answer as 0,7 means 0 plus 7 is equal to 7. Yeah, that is true. 1 plus 6 equal to 7. Even that is true. 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. Yeah, that is true. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. Even this is true. No problem. Somebody will say, sir, I'm having 8 minus 1 equal to 7. Yeah, even this is true. So as per our understanding, this type of equation in which we are having two variables, we are having many solutions. Now, this is the term solution. Solution means those values of the variable which satisfy the given equation. Those values of a variable which satisfy the given equation, that is called the solution of the given equation. Now here, as we represent x and y as x comma y, so solution is of the type 0,7 or 1,6 or 2,5 or Or similarly, 7 comma 0 will also satisfy. 6 comma 1 will also satisfy. These are two different values. 0 comma 7 is not same as 7 comma 0 because we are changing the value of x and y. The value of x is 7, value of y is 0. Next time, value of x is 0 and value of y is 7. This is very much different from, they are not the same values. 0 comma 7 is very much other than, or you can write here a comma b is not equal to b comma a always. Yeah, 1 1 1 1, you can say it is equal, but when it comes to 0 1 1 0, then it is not equal. This is very much useful, and it will be very useful in clearing your competitive exams. These are all basics which is very much required to understand maths or mathematics, or you can say algebra part, and which is very much useful in geometry as well. So these are basics which is to be done properly. So hope things are clear. Now you know the meaning of linear, you know the meaning of solution, you know the meaning of one variable, you know the meaning of two variable equations, and so on. Dot 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 dot. I have revised all those. So now, as well, we have started with the aspect or puzzle. Select any two numbers which gives you 7. So we got lots of answer. Again, one more question I will ask you. Can we have two numbers in such a way that two numbers in such a way that addition of these two numbers gives me 14 and subtraction of this 2 gives me 2. So yeah, somebody will give the answer, somebody will think on this, somebody will get, somebody will not get. So let's check or how to get this puzzle solved. Means first we will take two numbers x and y. Okay, we have taken x and y, and according to the condition, first condition is that addition of this 2 gives me 14. So I will be taking x plus y as 14. Okay, first equation. And subtraction of this 2 gives me 2. So x minus y is equal to 2. This is my equation 2. So now we are having, from this we are having two variables with two conditions. As we can give the answer directly, but mathematically how we can solve this? As we can see that we can eliminate the variable y from here. Why we can eliminate variable y? Because they are with opposite signs. In first equation, the sign of y is plus, and in second equation, sign of y is minus. So if we will add these two equations, adding equation 1 and 2, we get, what do we get from here? We can add vertically as well as we can add horizontally. I will teach you both the methods. If we are adding them horizontally, what we will do? X plus y, okay, plus means we are adding left hand side first. X minus y is equal to 14 plus 2. This is called as horizontal addition in which after opening a bracket, x plus y plus x minus y is equal to 14 plus 2 is 16. Cancel the terms with opposite sign. What do we get? 2x is equal to 16. So x, after cancelling y, x plus x is 2x and 14 plus 2 is 16. So x is equal to 16 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2, 8s are. So from here we conclude that one of the numbers should be 8. So x is equal to 8. Now how to get the second number? What we will do? We will substitute this value in any of the equations. Let's substitute this value in equation 1 or 2, whatever you say. Say equation 1. So we are having equation 1 as x plus y equal to 14. So substituting this value in equation 1, replace this x by 8. 8 plus y equal to 14. So what do we get from here? Y equal to 14 minus 8. We are taking this 8 to right hand side. So it has taken a negative form. So after taking 8 from 14, what do you get? Y as 6. So y equal to 6 is the answer. Done. So this is called as eliminating one of the variables. What we have done from here, what we have seen, we have eliminated y first. After eliminated, as we are very much used to a single variable equation, we have solved and we have learned in our earlier classes. So we have taken a help of that single variable by eliminating one variable out of 2. If we can't solve 2 simultaneously, if we can't solve 2 variables simultaneously at the same time, so what we have done, we have eliminated 1 and we have found the equation in terms of 1 variable. Then we have found the value of 1 variable and substituted that value in the equation, any of the equations in which we were having 2 variables. So once we have substituted the value, we got rid of the 1 variable again. So what remains? Another variable. So I got the value of another variable. So this is a basic concept which is very much required. So from here, we have understood that this is an actual puzzle that we play in our real life. You ask from your friend or you ask from anybody that you can select any 2 numbers in such a way that their addition should be 20 and subtraction should be 11. So they start searching. So instead of searching, or you can create some other conditions, they start searching for the values. But you can see that it can be easily solved using linear equation in 2 variables. So these all are the real life examples which we use in our daily life, and mathematically it is being given in the form of equation how to get the values by solving. So let's move further. So whatever the value that we got, I would like to tell you that value of x as 8 and value of y as 6. This value is called as solution of the given system of equation. Solution. Why solution? Because why this is called as solution? Because when we substitute, you can see our first equation was x plus y equal to 14. Now substitute the value of x as 8 and y as 6. 8 plus 6 equal to 14. Yes, true. We can see that it is true. And second equation was x minus y equal to 2. You can see 8 minus 6 equal to 2. This is also true. So we conclude that when we substitute the solution, we should get the required right hand side in both the equation. Then it is called as solution. So you will say, sir, what is the difference between the solution that you have told that we are getting many solutions. For here, solution means this line is having many solutions, but these two lines, when they intersect, they're having only one solution at this point only. When two lines intersect, they're having only one solution, and the solution that you get after solving is called as point of intersection. Means that point which satisfy both the lines simultaneously at the same time. This is a common point for both the lines. Okay, this you will be studying in detail in your 10th standard, which is very much useful in understanding. Here we have introduced this. So I thought I should introduce this so that you will be able to understand the application of this in your coming days. Now, I have told you that I will be teaching you both the methods, vertically as well as horizontally. We have done horizontally. Now let's see vertically. The two equation was x plus y equal to 14, x minus y equal to 2. Now we can see that we are having a same variables with opposite sign. Not both the variable is having opposite sign, only one is having opposite sign. That is why. So what we can do? We can do adding equation 1 and equation 2. We get, once you add, plus minus plus is minus, so it will remain minus, and this is also plus, no problem. So x plus x is 2x, plus y minus y gets cancelled, so you can write here as plus 0y. Anything multiplied to 0 is 0, is equal to 14 plus 2 is 16. And from here, 2x plus 0 is 2x is equal to 16. So value of x is equal to 8. Hope you have understood this, how we have used a vertical and horizontal method to get the value. And after this, as we have done in the earlier problem, you can substitute and get the answers. So just I will like to give you one note that when we consider two linear equations in two variables simultaneously, we get unique common solution that we have told you, that is intersection, and such a set of solution is called as simultaneous equation. So you can play some puzzles at home with your elders or anybody, those who are interested in mathematics. You can ask them a question of the type, sum of two numbers gives you 42 and difference of two numbers gives you 16. Can you tell me those two numbers? Let's see whether they answer. Also, you can tell them if addition of two number is 37 and subtraction is 11, then tell me the two numbers. Addition of two numbers is 54 and difference is 20. Find those two numbers and dot 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 dot. Many such values you can find from your side. So let's do some examples from textbook. Yeah. Now we'll do example which is given on page number 83. As we have solved first example, now we will move to second one. That is sum of ages of mother. You can open your page number 83. Sum of the ages of mother and son is 45 years. If son's age is subtracted from twice of mother's age, then we get answer 54. Find the ages of mother and son. So how to start the solution for this equation? Let the present age of mother be X years and present age of her son be Y years. Okay, we have assumed them to be X and Y as we don't know their present ages. Here we need to conclude or find the present age of X and Y. So we have assumed them to be X and Y as we don't know the values. So now, according to given condition, first condition is that sum of the ages of mother and son is 45 years. Means their current or present ages is X and Y. So X plus Y is equal to 45. This is equation number 1. Second condition is that son age is subtracted from twice. What do you mean by twice? Twice means 2 times. So mother's age is X, so 2 times X. When son's age is subtracted, son's present age is Y, it is subtracted from twice the age of mothers. We get the answer 54. This is my equation number 2. So according to the given condition, we have framed two equation in two unknowns. Unknowns means variable, which is need to be concluded. So here also we can see that we are having the variable y, which is opposite in sign. So by using the horizontal method or vertical method, what you feel is better or you have understood better, you can use. Means we should always use a method which will give us less error. So first equation is x plus y. I'm using horizontal. X plus y plus 2x minus y. I'm adding this to equation, adding equation 1 and 2. You can mention if you want. Adding equation 1 and 2. We get x plus y plus 2x minus y is equal to 45 plus 54. So after opening a bracket, x plus y plus 2x minus y, sign remains same because we are having plus sign out of bracket. Instead of this positive sign, if I would have minus sign, then sign would have changed after opening a bracket. But right now we can see that they're having positive sign outside of a bracket, so sign remains same. 45 plus 54 is 99. Terms or variable with opposite sign gets cancelled. Plus y minus y gets cancelled. So x plus 2x is 3x is equal to 99. So therefore, now 3 is in the form of multiplication on left hand side. When it will be taking this 3 to right hand side will take a form of division. X is equal to 99 divided by 3. What is the answer? 33. So we got the answer as 33, value of x. Now substituting this value in any of the equations. X was nothing but a percentage of mother. So substituting value of x equal to 33 in equation 1, we get x plus y, means value of x is 33. 33 plus y is equal to 45. So what will be the value of y? Y will be, hope this is visible, y is equal to 45 minus 33. 45 minus 33 is 12. So from here we conclude that therefore percentage of mother is 33 years and present age of son is 12 years. You can see, you can put this value in the framed equation. You will get the required right hand side, means x plus y equal to 45. Yes, two numbers, 33 plus 12 gives me 45. And the second condition was 2 times 33 minus 12 gives me 54. So it satisfies the framed condition. So this is the technique how we frame the given condition in the form of variables. We apply additive or subtractive rules so that we can eliminate one of the variables anyhow and get the value of one variable, and using that value we substitute in any of the equations to get the value of another or second variable. And this way we solve the problems of linear equation in two variables. So the method that we are doing right now, this method is called as elimination method. Why elimination method? Because we eliminate one of the variables. So whatever we have done, we have taken two examples. One was straightforward examples and second was word problem. So we have seen that we have eliminated one of the variables. In both the equations, we have eliminated y. As we have eliminated, so this method we have done is called elimination method. So now let's start with the next form, that is general form of linear equation in two variables. Now general form, what do you mean by general form of linear equation to variable? The equation that you write, it will be as it is, but instead of constant we'll be having a real number in the form. Let's see how do we present general equations in two variables. General equations, or you can say general form of linear equation in two variables. So general form is given by ax plus by plus C is equal to 0, where your A, comma B, comma C belongs to real number. And they should be non-zero at the same time. A real number in the sense, yeah, it includes 0, but should be non-zero. You can write here. Should be non-zero. Non-zero in the sense they should not take the value 0. If you will put A, B, and C as 0, the whole term turn out to be 0. And after applying any property or rule, 0 plus 0 or 0 minus 0 gives you answer 0. So it becomes useless, or you get direct answer that is 0 equal to 0. So because of this only, they have applied a condition. This is called a general form. And it is nothing but an actual form of our equation. You can write it as ax plus by equal to minus c. Even this will do. And you can give it minus c a name, say ax plus by equal to d, where d equal to minus c. This belongs to real number. So it has taken the form that we have done earlier. The two examples that we have done now, in that you can see x plus y equal to 14. So here the value of a was 1, 1 into x, 1 into y. Value of b is 1, and value of c was minus 14. So which became 14. Or you can say d equal to 14. Done. So the equation is almost same, but the presentation is of the type general. Means they have told that a, b, c belongs to real number, means other than zeros. Means they mean to say you can take decimal numbers, you can take integers, you can take natural number, you can take whole numbers, fractions, dot 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 dot. But you should not take complex numbers. That is another concept. So this is the general form. Hope even this picture is clear. So now let's start with the equation that is on page number 42. I'll be solving any one for you so that you can use your ideas in exercises to solve them easily. So let's do it. We're having two variables with index 1, which is degree 1, hence it is called as linear equation. We will be using elimination method. Elimination method. Solution, or you can write question. Solve the following simultaneous equation. Solve the following simultaneous equation. First equation is 3x plus y is equal to 5. Next is 2x plus 3y is equal to 1. This is my equation number 1. This is my equation number 2. Okay. So here we are having two equations and two unknowns or two variables, you can say x and y. They are asking us to find those two numbers such that this condition holds. If you're going to substitute those two values here, they should satisfy the condition of right hand side, which is 5 and 1. And it should be simultaneous at the same time. So we need to find those two numbers. So in elimination method, what I've told you, we have to eliminate one of the variables. I can see that in first equation we are having y, and second equation we are having 3y. So how we should eliminate? Here we are having 3x, 2x. They're not same. What we need to do? We need to make any of the variables constant same. any of the variable constant same. As we can see that we are having two variable and their constant with them is different. Here it is 3, here it is 2. If it would have been same, then I would have used the rule of subtracting. But here they are not same. First, I will make the coefficient, you can say, coefficient present with the variable is same. How to make? I will multiply. If I will multiply equation 1 by 3, I will get 3y. Let's see. Multiplying equation 1 by 3 on both side in the sense left hand side, right hand side, we get, what do we get? 3 multiplied to 3x plus y is equal to 3 multiplied to 5. So just open the bracket. When I will open the bracket, 3 will get distributed. 3 will multiply to the first term, 3 will multiply to the second term. We have done this in polynomials. So 3 into 3x, 3 into y is equal to 3 into 5 is 15. 3 into 3x is 9x plus 3y is equal to 15. This is my equation number 3. Now we can see that the coefficient of second and third equation is same. Not both the coefficient, but the coefficient of y in both the equation is same. So what we can do? We can subtract 2 from 3. So subtracting subtracting 2, or you can say equation 2 from equation 3. We get, what do we get? So I'll be taking horizontal method. Subtracting 2 from 3. So write 9x plus 3y. This is my left hand side. Minus of 2x plus 3y is equal to 15 minus 1. Hope you have understood this. So after opening a bracket, you will be getting 9x plus 3y minus 2x minus 3y is equal to 15 minus 1 is 14. This is also clear. So you can see y having a coefficient 3 with opposite sign. So it gets cancelled. Or you can say 0y remains. So 9x minus 2y is 7x is equal to 14. So therefore, x is equal to, taking 7 to right hand side, we will take a form of division. 1s are, 2s are. So I got the value of x as 2. So therefore, x is equal to 2. Now what do? You can take help of any of the equation, either 1 or 2 or 3. I'll be taking a help of, say, first equation, that is 3x plus y equal to 5. So substituting x equal to 2 in equation 1, we get 3 into 2 plus y is equal to 5. So 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus y equal to 5 means value of y is 5 minus 6, which is minus 1. So from here we conclude that value of x as 2, x equal to 2 and y equal to minus 1 is the values of x and y, or you can say two numbers which satisfy the given equation, given linear equation in two variables. So that is, we know that this is the x coordinate 2 comma minus 1 is the solution of the given equation, is the solution of the given simultaneous equation. Simultaneous equation. Simultaneous means two equations together. So both the equation satisfies this value at the same time, or you can say it is a point of intersection. So as we can see, we are having a substitution method also, but it is being omitted because of this pandemic. So in our next lecture, we will start with our practice set. Please revise whatever we have done so that exercise can be easily solved. So in next lecture, I will be completing our practice set 5.1. Yeah, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Yes, yes.